This is everything I wish I knew before opening a gym. I've now been a gym owner for a little over 3 years, and these are all the things that I've learned along the way. Welcome to the video. My name is Chase Banalik. I'm an ultra runner. I'm a trainer for 10 plus years, and I'm a gym owner for a little over 3 years now. Now, when I first started, it was shortly after COVID, and I've wanted to be a gym owner since I was pretty much in middle school. It has been a long-term goal of mine. Throughout the years, there have been a lot of obstacles that have allowed me to learn a lot and grow in the process of owning a gym. So let me take you through some of these things. So if you're curious about owning a gym, you kind of know what's coming your way, and you could kind of get some insight and learn from me as to what has worked for me. Now, when I first started, I feel like I kind of started on a smaller scale. When I was in high school, I turned the porch at my mom's house into a gym and would train people one-on-one there. So I got a good taste of what it was like without having to pay a full-on rent for a place.
We got 30 seconds here, 10 seconds left, working through it.
And that would probably be my first tip, is you don't need everything right at once, especially in the beginning. It's kind of nice to continue to add on equipment, and the clients notice too, and they're very thankful for all the new pieces that you add. It kind of takes time to find your flow of what you need for what you're trying to achieve, whether that be group training, one-on-one training, sport-specific training. And I would say go for quality over just filling up the space. Now with my gym, I went mostly with rep equipment, with Rogue equipment. If you want to look back, I have another video explaining what is inside the gym. One thing I did is I noticed I would have a lot of the same delivery drivers bringing stuff over to me. So I'd always tip them very well. And that led to a lot of times they'd end up helping me bring stuff into the gym, which saved me a ton of time. It wasn't just stuck out in the parking lot. With that being said, if you are filling up other spaces, like maybe you have an office, other areas for members to go or for clients to go, that stuff, like, be resourceful. It doesn't really have to be a super expensive piece to make it work. Found those on Facebook Marketplace. They were brand new and they fit perfectly in the space, so I saved a ton of money on those. One thing that I've always had is I've had other ways to bring in money, whether it be marketing, whether it be from my social media. And what that did is it allowed me to never feel desperate or like I needed anyone's business. If they come, try it out, it's kind of a take it or leave it. And then it was up to them to decide if they want to keep training or if they did not. And I noticed that approach has really helped to retain clients. Going along with the training side of things, I've noticed people love hearing the why behind why you're programming this or why you're programming that. Be on top of your knowledge, continue learning, and that'll really help when they have questions. You can tell them this is exactly why we're doing this. Be a very good active listener, especially in the beginning. Take notes, see everything they like, everything they didn't like, if they made a previous trainer, what they liked about it, didn't like about it. And that way you can really make sure they have a good experience. I notice a lot of people coming in here, they come in here, one, for the training aspect, and two, they just want to know that you care and that you're paying attention. One of my goals with training people here and people coming in is to make sure they always leave feeling good. So definitely factoring in the type of workouts you're throwing at them and making sure you are cognizant of that. Another tip I would give to make sure everyone's having a good experience is you got to be able to fix things quickly. Don't procrastinate things. If you have an issue that comes up, like for example, the toilet wasn't working the other day, get it fixed right away. It's very frustrating if someone has to keep saying, hey, do you know when this is getting fixed? A tool I like to use is TaskRabbit, a place where you can contract people out. One thing that comes into play is keeping the place clean. It's a lot easier to just chip away day to day and just work on small spaces versus trying to clean the whole thing. So that's what I try to do. I'll pick sections of the gym and focus on cleaning that. It makes it a lot easier to keep things clean. Now let's talk marketing. What is the best way to get people in the doors? Now, something I didn't realize when I first opened up a gym was that a lot of people will find it just from Google by searching gyms near them or trainers near them. And I've had a lot of people come organically through that way. It's a lot of the little things that you hear in sports, you hear all over. Keep things organized, keep things clean, be on time. All that stuff goes into play. You're their trainer, they're counting on you to keep them accountable. So make sure you're doing the little things and showing up. The way I've always looked at it is you want to make your business kind of feel like a party, a place where people are excited to go to it. It offers maybe something that other places don't do. I'll give you an example that when I was in college, I was trying to find clients to train. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start by trying to train sororities. Once they say I'm training them, then I'll make them wanna train with me more. And it definitely helped in life where you wanna like gravitate towards things that other people are excited about. And people wanna be like, okay, is this something valid before I could start going to it? And that just all kind of helps in the grand scheme of things. And going along with things where people feel like you care, do little things, little surprises here and there. Something I do here is I give free drinks, or like around the holidays, try to give small gifts, but all those little things go into play to show people that you care. Something you need to understand is this is going to be hard. When I first opened up a gym, There was a lot of work, had to do a lot of painting, had to do the flooring. There's a ton of work in the beginning, but the payoff is worth it if you're able to stick it out. I felt like I would get bummed, like, oh, this client moved, dang, I'm losing a couple clients. But you realize there's a flow to it where maybe you lose a few, you gain a few more, you lose a few, you gain a few more, and then over the course of years, you slowly start to see it grow more and more. So just be prepared for that. At the same time, be ready, because if you can make it through that initial hard time of getting everything together and getting your clientele, then life is going to be a lot easier later on and a lot more stress-free. That's something I'm very thankful of, is I took the risk of opening this place, and now as a result, I'm able to do something I love every day. My stress levels are a lot lower. It gives me a lot of freedom to be able to do races and kind of set my schedule how I want to. So, but if you stick it out and work hard, you can find a way to make it happen as long as you make smart decisions. And that's kind of a wrap for kind of all the things I've learned going through year 3 of owning a gym. If there are specific questions that you have, please leave them in the comments. I'll be happy to get to them. And feel free to use me as a resource. You can find me on Instagram at Chase Banalik, or you can find the gym at Chase Banalik Training. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed, please do that so you can keep seeing my content. And stay tuned for more running and fitness content. Thanks for watching.